Once upon a time, on a fresh early spring day, in the middle of Wild Wood, along the river bank, we find Sam Squirrel with Roger and Ruby Rabbit.
The winter cold's not here today.
The snow and ice has gone away.
The snow had covered everything.
Hurrah, hurrah! At last it's spring!
And Ratty can row, row, row his boat up and down the stream.
Yes, and here he comes now.
Come on, Ratty. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merry, life is but a dream.
Plenty to do, lots of times to messing about on the river. Wherever you go with the flow when you're messing about on the river. Hello, good day, my little creatures of the riverbank. Isn't this wonderful? Spring is finally springing. Now, my friends, where is Mole? Where is his molehill? I've come to wake him up. These moles will sleep all year long if you let them.
Here it is, Ratty.
Yes, Molly is first asleep down there.
We haven't seen him for months.
Right, stand aside. This might take some doing. Wake up, Mole! I can see that we need more volume. All right, you creatures, lend a hand. Wake up, Molly! No, I can't hear him stirring. I don't think we'll ever wake him.
What about the people at home? They could help.
Oh, yes, of course. You lot out there listening. Let's have a practice. I'll count to 3, and you all shout, "Wake up, Molly." 1, 2, 3.
Wake up, Molly!
Well, not bad, but you'll have to be much louder than that. Here we go, all together. 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Molly!
It worked. I can hear him stirring.
Molly's woken up.
Here he comes now.
What's all the fuss? Who's making all that racket? Can't a chap get a good night's sleep around here?
Molly, old chap, there you are. How are you this crisp spring morning?
Oh, tired. Very tired. Is that all you wanted to know? Oh, if so, I'm off back to bed. It's cold.
Come on, old chap. Time to get up. We've work to do, things to achieve.
Sounds like an awful lot of effort to me. Oh, now, if you don't mind.
Pull him out. Get him out of that hole.
Come on, Moo.
Give us your hand.
All together. Pull!
Oh, I say, daylight.
Now, come on, Molly. I've planned an adventure for us today. It's about time we got things moving.
Oh, sounds exhausting. Oh, what do you have in mind?
Well, I thought we could have a picnic. I brought along a well-stocked hamper. But first, we have to pay a visit to Badger. He's as lazy as you in the winter. We'll need to tell him that spring is here and it's time to have fun. Come along, old chap.
Oh, no, we're not walking, are we?
Oh, stop grumbling and come along. See you later, little fellows.
Bye, Ratty.
Bye, Moo.
See you later.
So off Ratty and Mole went, trudging through the woods towards Badger's home.
Are we there yet? All this walking is hard work for a mole.
Yes, here we are.
So, this is the home of the famous Mr. Badger?
It is indeed. And now all we need to do is wake him up.
What? There you are. Not a moment too soon. The news is very worrying, Ratty, very bad indeed. We must act at once. There's not a moment to lose.
I say, Badger, old chap, what's the matter? Why are you in such a flap?
A flap? A flap, you say? I'm not in a flap. Badgers are never in a flap. I'm merely concerned for the safety of our mutual friend Toad.
Oh, not again. Toad is not in trouble again, is he?
I'm afraid so.
Well, can't it wait? Look, I brought my new friend Molly with me.
Hello, sir. Oh, I'm very pleased to meet the famous Mr. Badger. Oh,
Yes, quite so, but I really think we must act at once.
Oh, that's a shame. I thought we might have a picnic. We've brought the hamper.
A picnic, you say? Well, I suppose we could wait till after lunch. Now, tell me, Ratty, what have you got in the picnic hamper?
Well, let's see. There's cold chicken, cold tongue, cold ham, cold beef, pickled gherkins, salad, French rolls, cress sandwiches, potted meat, ginger beer, lemonade, soda water, cider.
Stop. That's enough. You've talked me into it. A picnic. Ha, splendid. Come on in, old chap. And you, Moley, my dear fellow. If we're to be friends, you must tell me all about yourself.
Oh, well, sir, there's not much to tell. You see, I am a mole, and I live in a hole.
Fascinating. You live in a hole. What a coincidence, so do I. I'm sure we're going to get along famously. Now, come on in. I'm starving.
Right. But first, Badger Old Fruit, you must tell us what Toad has been up to this time.
Oh, must I? Let's get on with the feast, then I'll tell you all about the famous Mr. Toad when we finished off the cold chicken, the cold tongue, the cold ham, cold beef, pickled gherkins, salad.
Yes. Let's get in the warm.
Oh, I say, Badger, what a delightful hallway you have.
As the three friends disappeared into Badger's home, they were unaware that hiding in the shadows were a gang of wicked weasels. Creeping out of the bushes was Chief Weasel and the Weasel Gang, Sid Stoat, along with Willy and Wally Weasel.
We could have been anything that we wanted to be, but don't it make your heart glad that we decided, a fact we take pride in, we became the best at being bad. We could have been anything that we wanted to be, with all the talent we have. No doubt about it, we won and we pound it. We're the very best at being bad guys.
Come on, lads, they've gone.
Did you hear that, Chief Weasel? They're having a picnic.
Yeah, sounded nice. Very nice indeed.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a thick slice of that cold chicken.
Or a nice bit of cold ham.
With pickled gherkins, oh yum.
The food certainly sounds very grand.
And you should know, boss, because you're the grandest of all weasels.
Yes, that's right. Let me introduce myself. I am Chief Weasel, or Your Majesty. To ordinary little people like you, they made me Chief Weasel because I am the most evil, nasty, cruel, mean and dastardly creature that ever haunted the wild wood. All the creatures of the riverbank quake with fear in my presence. And you lot out there listening, I can see you. Just look at you all shivering with terror. Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, yes, you are.
Oh, no, we're not.
Oh, shut up, the lot of you.
But, Chief Weasel, what about the picnic?
Yeah, I'm starving.
Let's follow them
And overpower them.
and slit their throats.
And eat their picnic every last crumb.
Well, my loyal subjects, that is a good plan. A very good plan. But first, we have important business to complete. I have arranged a meeting with a very important person.
Which important person is that, boss?
Well, who is the most important person? Apart from me, of course, in these parts.
Dunno, boss.
All right, who thinks he is the most important person in these parts?
Oh yeah, that'd be Mr. Toad.
Yes, that's right. And he'll be here any minute. So let's get things organised. We must disguise ourselves and meet him at the old gypsy caravan, where we will trick him. Follow me! And you lot listening, don't you even think about booing me. Boo all you like. I love boos.
As the wicked weasels slink away, We move deeper into Wild Wood, where, in a pretty little clearing, stands a brightly coloured, old traditional gypsy caravan. Waiting there, very excited, we find Sam Squirrel, along with Roger and Ruby Rabbit.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
The moment you have all been waiting for.
The spectacular.
the outrageous,
The one and only.
Please put your hands together for
the world famous Mr. Toad.
You'll be great. Gonna have the whole world on a plate. Starting here, starting now. Honey, everything's coming up, Toady. Clear the decks, clear the tracks. You've got nothing to do but relax. Blow a kiss, take a bow. Honey, everything's coming up, Toady.
Mwah! 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 Thank you, you're too kind. And welcome to my show.
your show.
Yes, my show, with me in the starring role. I am the famous Mr. Toad, and you will be pleased to know that this show is all about me. Oh, the clue is in the title, Toad of Toad Hall. It doesn't say anything about rabbits or fish or moles or badgers. It says Toad. And quite right too, because I am the most famous, most illustrious, most courageous character you are ever likely to meet. The whole world sings my praises. I can't begin to tell you of all my wonderful achievements. I am, first and foremost, a world-famous actor. Shakespeare himself chose me for the leading part in his famous play, Toadio and Juliet. Who could forget those immortal lines? Toadio, Toadio, wherefore art thou, Toadio? And then, of course, there is my career as a famous rock star. You will no doubt remember my appearance at Glastonbury alongside Mick Jagger with my band, the Rolling Toads. And then my award-winning album with Elton John, Goodbye Yellow Brick Toad. Oh, and who could forget the wonderful TV series all about my family, Down Toad Abbey. Yes, my dears, my fame knows no limits. But you know, at heart, I am really a simple free spirit. I cannot be bound by the rules and regulations of everyday life. My friends Ratty and Badger warn me not to take risks. But to me, a day without danger is like a meal without champagne. So now I am resolved to leave behind my stately home, my fabulous wealth, and my duties as lord of the manor, and live the simple, carefree life of a gypsy rover. But first I must acquire a gypsy caravan, and more importantly, a faithful horse to guide me along the highways and byways of life. And that is why I am here. I saw an advert in the Shropshire Star. Horse and caravan for sale, one lady owner, first to see, will buy, no time wasters. Well, let me tell you, Mr. Toad is not a time waster. I cannot wait to meet these honest horse traders so that my adventure can begin. So be off with you, small riverbank creatures. Toad has important business to conduct. Ah, here come the honest horse traders now.
Oh, good day, sir. Do I have the pleasure of addressing the famous Mr. Toad?
You do indeed. And may I say, what a pleasure it must be for you.
My associates and I from the Honest Horse Trader Company, we pride ourselves on giving complete satisfaction, always to ourselves and very occasionally to our customers.
Very good. Very good. I only deal with top-class people. One must be so careful these days. Did you know there are weasels everywhere in these woods?
Now, really?
Yes, they'd take your last penny if you let them. But of course, they could never fool the famous Mr. Toad.
Nah, of course not.
I have always been a very good judge of character. And I am also a very good judge of horses. Did I mention I'm a famous jockey? My victory in the Oswestry Grand National on the old racecourse is still regularly discussed in the highest circles.
Nah, well, fancy that.
So, come along. Bring on the horse so I can inspect him. And may I say that nothing less than the finest pedigree would satisfy Toad.
No, only the best for Mr. Toad.
Call him in, Sid.
At the sound of the whistle, the strangest looking horse you ever did see appeared. He had a very grumpy face with wild eyes and looked as though he was made from old wool and rags.
Here he is, Mr. Toad. A magnificent specimen, if I say so myself. Henry, say hello to your new owner.
Well, I say, what a magnificent creature! Oh, yeah, I can just imagine myself riding to hounds on such a creature. Oh, what a dashing figure I would make in my red hunting coat.
Oh, yes, you would indeed, Mr. Toad. And his pedigree is excellent. Why, he's almost as aristocratic as your good self.
Oh, that would be impossible. But go ahead, read out his pedigree.
Well, first on the list is Black Beauty,
Then Champion the Wonder Horse,
I.O. Silver,
Horton Wenger, manager of Arsenal,
My Little Pony,
Red Rum,
Shergar,
Paddy McGinty's Goat.
We could go on and on. This horse's pedigree reads like a list of the great and good.
Very impressive, I must say. But tell me, is the creature well behaved?
Well behaved? He's an angel. Now don't you go listening to all them rumours about Henry here. Anti-social behaviour, criminal damage, that sort of thing. They've all been exaggerated. You could take this horse anywhere.
Good. Well, I hope he will take me along the green, leafy lanes of old England. Now, let's get him into harness. That's right. Back him up.
The three weasels backed Henry the horse into the harness to attach him to the caravan so that he would be able to pull it along.
There we are, Mr. Toad, all ready to go.
But there is just one small matter. The bag of gold you promised us.
Oh, yes. A very small matter for a wealthy man like me. Here it is.
This bag is half empty.
Well, it all depends on your point of view. I would say that it's half full.
Now, you just wait a minute.
As the wily weasels began to surround Toad in a threatening manner, P.C. Plod, the biggest policeman you ever did see, appeared. At the sight of him, Chief Weasel and the gang slinked away for fear of being recognised by him.
Hello, hello, hello. What's going on here?
Oh, good morning, officer. You're just in time to meet my magnificent new steed. As I was just saying to these gentlemen, Oh, they seem to have left.
And which gentlemen would these be, sir?
The honest horse traders. They just sold me this horse.
I see, sir. Let me take a note of that.
Hello, Toad. Good morning, Constable. What a lovely morning it is, to be sure.
Toady, old chap, what wonderful luck. We were looking for you. We're off to mess about on the river.
Stop! I am here to investigate criminal activities. There's no time to mess about on the river.
But you're very welcome to join us, Constable.
Not whilst I'm on duty. Now, where was I? According to my notes, the constabulary has received several complaints from the good people of Riverbank about a certain Mr. Toad.
Oh, no, Toady, not again.
What have you been up to this time?
I'll tell you what he's been up to. Terrorising otters, fish, ducks and swans by driving his speedboat along the river at reckless speed.
Oh, no.
Well, it won't happen again, officer. The stupid boat sank. It's at the bottom of my ornamental lake.
I see. Well, what about riding your motorbike at high speeds through people's gardens and knocking down all the fences?
Oh, no, that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. That must have been someone who looked to be like me. A frog, perhaps?
Oh no, this gets worse.
Well, we'll see about that when you accompany me down to the station. But did you say this horse belongs to you?
Yes, and a fine and gentle creature he is too, with an excellent pedigree.
I see. Well, according to my notes, that pedigree includes eating washing off the line, stealing carrots from the greengrocers, and acting as getaway horse in a recent bank robbery carried out by the Weasel Gang.
I say, you little rascal, I never knew you had it in you.
And so, Mr. Toad, I'm arresting you and your horse on charges of extreme antisocial behaviour. Now come along with me.
The last thing Toad wanted was to be arrested. As PC Plod tried to arrest both Toad and Henry the horse, Henry reared up and knocked off PC Plod's helmet. Henry galloped off, followed by Toad. Because of his size, PC Plod had trouble running very fast, but chased them all the same, blowing his whistle.
Come here! Stand still while I arrest you!
Oh no, he's done it this time.
He's in big trouble now.
What happened to him?
Well, they will catch him.
And throw him in jail.
And throw away the key.
Oh no, that's dreadful.
Well, he can't say we didn't warn him.
We told him to calm down.
And to grow up, but he wouldn't listen.
No, he wouldn't.
At this point, along came Mr. Toad's washerwoman, a strange-looking woman indeed. She had very large feet, and not being unkind, she looked more like a man than a woman. However, she did have the most beautiful daughter, Jane, who was walking along with her.
Oh, hello there. Oh, what a lovely sunny spring day.
Just right for hanging out the washing, washerwoman?
Don't talk to me about washing. I'm supposed to be just the washerwoman at Toad Hall, but I spend all my time clearing up the mess left behind by Mr. Toad.
Oh, Mother, don't be so hard on him. I think Mr. Toad is wonderful.
Really?
Yes, he's so dashing and so handsome.
Who? Toad?
Yes, and he's so brave and fearless.
Are we talking about the same person?
Oh, yes. He's my hero.
Oh, don't listen to the poor girl. She's a pillowcase short of a full wash. Why she can't swoon over a boy band or a footballer like other girls her age, I just don't know.
But, Mother, he's the Toad of my dreams.
Oh, Jane, you do nothing but dream, just like your father.
I didn't know my father, did I?
No, I didn't know him very well myself.
He died when I was just a baby.
Oh, I am sorry. How did he die?
He died through women and drink.
Women and drink?
Yes, women and drink. He couldn't get either, so he shot himself. Anyway, speaking about Mr. Toad, have you seen him lately? Only we need some more washing powder, and he seems to be spending all his money on speedboats and motorcycles.
And gypsy caravans.
And a psychopathic horse.
My good Lord, what's happened now?
The long arm of the law in the shape of PC Plod has finally caught up with him.
He's been arrested? Oh, my poor sweet Toad.
Well, no, actually, PC Plod tried to arrest him.
And the horse.
But they both ran away.
And now both horse and Toad are on the run.
Oh, no. What will become of him?
And what about my washing powder?
The powder will have to wait, madam. Come on, men. We have to act swiftly.
Yes, we need to do all we can to save Toad.
And the horse.
Now, follow me, men. And good day to you, ladies. We have urgent business to attend to. Come on.
Oh, my days. What a kerfuffle. This could all end in tears. And piles of dirty washing. Oh, but it makes me so sad to think of Mr. Toad in trouble.
Oh, Mother, don't be sad. Badger will know what to do, and Mr. Toad is so clever and brave that the police will never catch him.
Not if we catch him first, they won't.
No, because there'll be nothing left to catch when we finish with him.
He owes us money.
And we don't like it when people owe us money.
I don't believe you. Mr. Toad would always pay his debts. He's a gentleman.
And why does he owe you money anyway?
We sold him an horse.
And he didn't pay up.
Oh, So it was you lot who sold him the psychopathic horse, was it?
He's not a psychopath. He just had a difficult childhood.
Bit like us, really.
Yeah, times were hard in those days.
And no one understood us.
There was no one to keep us on the straight and narrow.
No one cared.
Pull yourselves together. We need to get our hands on Mr. Toad.
Well, now Mr. Toad's on the run from the police. You will never find him.
Well, you give him this message from us. Either pay up or we'll take over Toad Hall.
Yeah, he won't need Toad Hall now he's on the run.
And Toad Hall's just the place for a gang of sophisticated criminals like us.
You just keep out of Toad Hall. I don't want the likes of you tramping in and out all day with your dirty feet and disgusting personal habits.
You just remember what we said. Pay up or we'll occupy Toad Hall.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yes, we will.
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh, yes, we will.
He's got until midnight tomorrow to pay up. Now, come on, lads. Yeah, boy, yeah. Come on.
Oh, Mother, do you think they mean it?
Oh, I don't know, dear. But there's nothing we can do about it. I'm just a simple washerwoman, and my job is to keep things clean and tidy and do the washing. Oh, I know a song about that. Here we go. Now I do all the washing to earn an honest bob. For a nosy Parker, it's an interesting job. Now it's a job that just suits me. A washerwoman you would be if you could see what I can see when I'm doing washing. Socks and pants and bloomers too, all the colours red and blue. You'd be surprised at what I do when I'm doing washing. In my profession I'll work hard, but I'll never stop. I'll wash and scrub and peg out till I get right to the top. This flowery blouse smells divine, that old stain has come out fine. I'm happy with this job of mine when I'm doing washing. I tell you, there's nothing I like more than a day spent scrubbing when I'm doing washing. Ooh, that's better out than in. Now, I'll get back to the laundry. You hide here and keep a lookout for Toad.
As the washerwoman headed back to Toad Hall, Jane secreted herself behind the trees, just in time, as along came the old judge, a very cross lady, and her jailer.
Where is he? Where is PC Plod? I am a very important judge, and I won't be kept waiting by the local constabulary.
I'm sure he'll be along in a minute, Your Honour. I don't like to be kept waiting either. I've got a jail to look after, and it's time for the prisoners' dinner.
Oh, really? What's on the menu tonight?
Same as always, Your Honour. Gruel and stale bread.
Gruel and stale bread? Sounds too good for the likes of them. And very expensive, too. Perhaps we should hang more of them.
Couldn't agree more, Your Honour. Nothing I like's better than a good hanging. Ah, here comes Plod now.
Good morning, Your Honour. Sorry I'm late, but I've been in pursuit of dangerous criminals.
Well, I hope you've been successful. Have you apprehended the infamous Mr. Toad yet?
Not exactly, Your Honour.
Well, you'd better. I want him in my courtroom first thing tomorrow morning.
Yes, Your Honour.
Now, come on, jailer, lead the way. I'm a very busy person.
Don't worry, Judge. I'll catch that Toad if it's the last thing I do.
Oh dear, I will never be happy until I know that my hero is safe. Mr. Toad is such a handsome creature. He really is my hero.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong. You'll finally see the truth, that a hero lies in you.
Psst!
What was that?
Psst!
Is there anyone there?
It's me, over here. It's me, the famous Mr. Toad.
Oh, Mr. Toad, I've been so worried about you.
Oh, don't worry about me, foolish girl. The courageous Mr. Toad can triumph over every adversity.
Oh, Mr. Toad, I think you are wonderful.
Well, you have every reason to think that, my dear. Now, tell me, is the coast clear?
Yes, there's no one here but me.
Good, good. No policeman in sight?
No, no policeman. And the weasels have just gone away.
The weasels? What did they want? But wait, I can hear someone coming. Oh, it's you, old friends. Ha! I thought it was the old Bill on my trail. And I see you still have the picnic hamper. Splendid, splendid.
I don't know how you can talk about picnics when the police are searching everywhere for you.
Mr. Toad, it's not just the police who are looking for you.
What do you mean? Speak up, girl.
Well, the weasels say you owe them money for the horse.
Oh, the horse? Well, they can have that back. I've changed my mind. I no longer wish to be a gypsy rover. It's far too tame for me. The famous Toad is a man of action.
Oh, Mr. Toad, what a hero you are. But the weasels did say that they would take over Toad Hall if you didn't pay up.
Take Toad Hall? Well, they haven't reckoned with Toad. The Toads of Toad Hall are mighty warriors, and I will fight to the last drop of my brandy to defend my ancestral home.
Calm down, Toad. We must think of a plan to get you out of this mess.
I'll go and tell Mother that you're safe.
Well, at least you've dropped the crazy idea of being a gypsy rover.
How right you are, my friend. Gypsy rovering is so last year. I now have a brand new passion.
Oh, no.
A new craze that is sweeping across Britain and will revolutionise the world.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, my friends. The illustrious Toad is now the very first person on the whole of the riverbank to own a motor car.
A motor car?
Yes, a motor car. A Rolls Royce, to be precise. And come and look, it's just over here.
And there, just beyond the third tree on the right, stood the most magnificent car, gleaming shiny red with bright yellow upholstery.
Oh, my gosh, Mr. Toad, what a splendid vehicle.
Observe all the latest features. Steering wheel, accelerator. It will do 100 miles per hour, you know. And, oh yes, brakes, although I don't intend on using them very often. But the best feature of all is this. Toot toot! Splendid! People will get out of my way when they hear this. They'd better. Toot toot!
This is truly magnificent, Toady.
It's the best thing I've ever seen.
Nonsense. It's a catastrophe. With Toad behind the wheel of this car, every creature on the riverbank will fear for its life.
Oh, don't be such an old spoil-sport badger. Come on, my friends, jump aboard. Let's take this baby for a spin. And don't forget that picnic hamper.
Stop. Ratty, Moley, we will do no such thing. I strongly disapprove of this dangerous contraption.
Oh, come on, Badger. It is rather splendid. Let's give it a go.
I'm right behind you, Ratty.
Oh, very well. But when this ends in tears, I will have the satisfaction of saying, I told you so.
So the friends all climbed aboard, Toad in the driver's seat, Ratty in the front, and Badger and Mole in the back.
Righto, everyone aboard. Picnic hamper safely stowed away. Ha! Here we go. I've been driving in my car, better than a Jaguar. I bought it in Primrose Hill, from a bloke from Brazil. It was made in '59, in a factory by the Tyne. It says Toady on the door, some real posh bloke owned it before. I could drive it for my job, the people will call me a snob, but I don't really care. Give me some gas and the open air. Hold tight, here we go. Shocks away.
Stop in the name of the law. Turn off that infernal racket. Caught you red-handed, eh, Mr. Toad? No escape for you this time, eh, Mr. Toad?
This is preposterous. I'm an innocent toad. Now please get out of the way of my car.
Your car, is it? Belongs to you, does it, sir?
Are you implying that this isn't my car?
Well, that's the thing. It isn't your car, is it, Mr. Toad?
Well, there may be still some paperwork to sort out, dotting the T's and crossing the I's, that kind of thing.
Mr. Toad, I have to inform you that you are in possession of a stolen motor vehicle.
There's obviously been some mistake. I'm sure we can reach some suitable agreement on the matter.
Well, the fact remains, Mr. Toad, that this is a stolen vehicle and you are a car thief.
Me? A thief? How dare you, sir? I'll have you know I am from one of the finest amphibian families in the country.
Yes, you tell it to the judge. Mr. Toad, you are under arrest.
All right, I'll come quietly. It's a fair cop. Fair cop, get it? Fair cop. Oh, please yourselves.
Well, Mr. Toad, now that you are safely under arrest, my work is done. You will be taken from here and will appear before the judge first thing in the morning.
Where, I may say, the name of Toad will be fully exonerated and I will be cleared of all charges.
So, as Toad is taken to the police station, we have to leave our story for now. Be sure to listen out for the rest of this adventure. What will happen to Toad, I wonder?